a shard pull day, and I'm always curious to see what the rates are going to give us. We're gonna see also which epics we can get that are worth building and what we can do with them. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're pulling some shards, which I'm super excited about because shards mean some champions, which we can potentially get some good ones, be able to build them, and see what wild teams come up with. Now, I will say that Raid recently added a feature, and I'm so excited because I haven't actually used this yet, but you may notice symbols up here now where even though I'm maxed out on champs in like my regular storage, 190 out of 190, now we have this option where you can go ahead and summon to your reserve vault, which is amazing because it sucks having to move champions around and maybe you don't want to pull champions into your main vault. So glad that they added this in here. So that is what we are going to be using today. Now, I was kind of between what I actually wanted to pull today. Did I want to try to pull my void shards? Did I want to go in with ancient shards? And it's feeling like a void day, you guys. I think we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull the void shards. I have 106 of them. Probably pull 100 of them is what I'm thinking, and see potentially if we can get a void legendary. The last time I did 100 void shards on here, we didn't get anything. Not that I was surprised, because if you're going by rates, I mean, realistically, you know, you kind of gotta, yeah, be realistic about it, I guess. I say realistically, but you know what I mean. So we're gonna go in here, we're gonna go ahead, pull some void shards and see exactly what we can get today. I know people have been suggesting other things for Raid to add and implement, but like I said, this summoning into the reserve vault is, I like how it says it right above it. Love that. So good, so good. I also recently did a video talking about a good champion, which was actually Tree Shield Knot, who I did manage to pull, and some of you guys asked who else is a good one, so I am going to be making a video of that. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe so you don't miss out when I put that video out, which is actually going to be sometime in the next few days, so you're gonna have to wait and see which ones we come up with and where they are good. We're getting a ton of good ones here, though. I'll be totally honest with you guys. We did get our first epic in here, and this one is actually Eurogrim. Now, Eurogrim is a good champion. I haven't gotten to really build a team around him yet, but very good with poison. And as you guys know, I do have a Lenaril. She is the champ you get using my link. I still use her. I like her because she does actually like explode the poison and activate it. So they do pair pretty nicely together. Actually attacks 2 times, and then you have a chance of placing a poison debuff. You know what? I'll do a video. I'll highlight him and show you guys. Second one, you're having a nice cleanse on there. So you're removing debuffs from an ally. You're also healing them. And then again, we got some more poison, some continuous heals. And why not give you a speed aura by 20%, and 20% is pretty good. So I have no complaints on Eurogrim. If you got him, definitely I think worth a build, at least a 50. And that's kind of what I've been saying about champions, and what I've learned and noticing is like at least bring your champs to 50. For a lot of them, you're not going to regret it. 60 is the one that, yeah, resources wise, then maybe you want to pick and choose who are you actually bringing to 60. But oh, we got another good one, Strength. Getting some hopeful champs here today. So Strength, a lot of good voids. I guess voids are good. I like this one because he does have weaken, also has an HP burn debuff. Again, that's on a skill 1. You have a multi-attack again on a skill 2, where you do actually get to heal as well. You're getting an increased attack buff, and then, I mean, that's if they're under the HP burn, which again is skill 1. You definitely want a bit of accuracy there. You also have an AoE, again an HP burn, filling the turn meter. And HP burn is another one that does pair just really nicely with a lot of other champs. Also has this passive here, you're increasing the attack and the crit damage anytime that HP burn debuff triggers. So we want accuracy on Strength. I should also do a video with this guy. Okay, so we are 2 epics. Do I think we're only gonna get epics today? I actually do. I think it's gonna be an epic day, which is fine. There's very good epic voids. Arguably, some epics are actually better than legendaries, and that is something I learned very quickly. There's good legendaries as well, but some of the epics, honestly, in disguise. Now we have our 3rd epic. I don't actually know if I've pulled her before. Sky Touch Kama. So support. We have an AoE on the skill 1, which is nice. We're healing as well if the champ has less than 50% HP on a skill 1. Otherwise, it's going to boost turn meter. They've got more HP. Again, we have a cleanse on here. All debuffs on allies, block debuffs, and revive on death buff for 2 turns. And we can bring this down to 4 turns cooldown. And of course, a passive. So this one damages this champ by 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. Heals all allies except this champ equal to half of the champ's current lost HP Places a 30% decrease speed debuff on this champ for 1 turn at the start. Also a 50% chance of placing a fear debuff. So we're sacrificing a bit of our own HP in order to get everything else going. Not necessarily a bad thing. We just really gotta make sure that she's tanky enough for that. But also have an aura with ally speed. I don't know if she's one I would run to build. I'm curious to know if you guys have gotten her, if you built her, do you find her useful? Let me know, because like I said, I don't think I've come across her yet, at least that I can recall in the pulls that I've done. Like try to think back, like did I get her? I don't think so. And ooh, another one that I haven't actually seen. Arcane Great Blade. So attacks an enemy, extra hit if it's critical. So we want crit on her. 75% chance of placing a weaken debuff. Okay. So far nothing special. Attacks an enemy with a debuff spread effect. Not necessarily. Debuff spread is nice. Taking 2 random debuffs and you place them on all enemies. Will extend the duration of those debuffs by 2 turns. Will not extend the duration of debuffs on the initial target. Doom Tower, or yeah, Again, I don't think she's one I'm running to build. The debuff spread is nice, but I know that I have other champs that can actually do that. Let's see who else we've gotten here. Huntress, Paragon, Ripper Fist, Interceptor. Maybe one more epic at least? Oh, Bellower! Another good one. If we can get any more standout epics. We've had, I feel like 50-50. We've had great ones. We've had, oh, another one that I haven't seen. Ooh, 2, nice. Let's take a look, and we'll start with Pedma first. Attacking 2 times. If the attack is critical, we want crit. You have a chance of decreasing the attack on all enemies for 2 turns, not bad. AoE and a 35% chance of placing a decreased accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Attacks an enemy, removes all buff from the target and places them on, this champ. That's kind of a first initial thought. It's just Now this one, tons of skills on this one. Ally attack all battles by 22%. Attacks an enemy 2 times. Each hit has a chance of increasing the cooldown of one of their skills by 1 turn at random. We like cooldown. Increases the cooldown of all target skills by a turn instead if they have less than 50% HP when attacking. I think I've pulled this champ before. Attacks all enemies. We have a chance of decreasing the speed and increasing the speed of this champion, decreasing the speed of enemies. Heal this champion a little bit as well if they are lower on HP. Steal 50% of the target's current turn meter. I like that it's not just decrease, but it's actually steal. It's like, I'm gonna decrease yours, but I'm gonna get some back. And then we have a chance of placing a stun debuff as well. Again, less than 50% HP will steal even more. I definitely have pulled this champ. Decreases the damage taken by this champ by 20% when their HP drops below 60%. So essentially it's like, I'm low on HP, I'll do a lot of different things. I haven't built them again, and I maybe along the way at some point. We'll do our last pulls here. Now, Aware Grant is, of course, a champion that you need for Mikage Fusion, which I'm probably still missing some of the key core champs that I actually need for her. Now, as a champion, worth a build. I mean, attacks an enemy 2 times, you can steal a random debuff. You are attacking 3 times, ignoring shield buff. You place a true fear debuff if the attack kills an enemy, and places unkillable buff on this champ if you kill an enemy. So actually not a bad champ. Now, swap safety with an enemy champion. This one can be official, and 30% more damage against targets. So where again it is a champion, but could also potentially be worth a build. And of course, getting ourselves some good rares. Are we gonna get any more? Surely I'm down almost my 100 shards for doing times 10 at a time. Vanguard, this is probably the last one. I've gotten so many of the Glen Sages, like so. That was my last one, so many. Now we are ending here with an epic with Diana. So attacks an enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 25% chance of placing a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Teams up with 2 random allies to attack an enemy. They're going to use their default skills. Now, if they're under a decreased defense debuff, the attacks will also ignore part of their defense, which is nice. And then an AoE, and before attacking, we're going to get a crit rate buff. We're going to get a crit damage buff on this champ. If they actually kill, it'll place Veil buff on all allies for a turn. They will ignore shield, strengthen buffs when attacking under that increased attack, Veil, and perfect Veil buffs. And then we have an aura with ally attack in battles by 20%. So she is a champ I have actually pulled before, and I see if it's on this one where I've got her. Might not be this one, but you can go through here and see. There you go. I've started to actually build her because I've got a 6-star perfect soul for her. I might build her and do that and put her to the test and see. Let me know if you guys are interested in that, and then maybe I can actually really put her to the test. 6-star perfect soul. Not a bad perfect soul to grab. It's always nice having a 6-star, but it wasn't on a champion I was running to build right away. However, she's not a bad champion to build and might be fun to kind of play around with. So you guys are gonna have to wait and see. Maybe if I do decide to build her, let me know if you think I should. But as I said, I will have some videos coming out, especially after talking about Urgrim a little bit more. I think we can do some fun stuff with his poison. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1. And then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. With the polls for today, we didn't get that many Void champions that were epics. Definitely no legendaries for today. However, I still think we got some fun ones in there that we can definitely do some funny videos with. So be sure that you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos, and comment down below and let me know if any of the champs that I pulled that you built that you like, that you're interested in maybe seeing a little bit more on. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!